Is dead and 2 others injured after a vehicle crashed into a Lewiston home this morning. Lewiston police say officers responded to a report of a serious crash on Webster Street shortly after 4:15 a.m. Police said several people were trapped inside the vehicle and needed to be removed by first responders. 28-year-old Natasha Thoits of Lewiston was pronounced dead at the scene after she was removed from the vehicle. Police say she was a passenger. 25-year-old Blaze Small of Lewiston was identified by police as the driver of the vehicle. They suffered minor injuries in the crash. Police say another passenger who was not identified was taken to a nearby hospital for non-life-threatening injuries. According to police, a 4th person who was in the vehicle fled the crash scene on foot before officers arrived. The crash remains under investigation.